I am a co-founder and the Chief Technical Officer of Somnus Scientific. The company was started at the end of 2018. The other founders are Dennis Lonigan, who's a serial entrepreneur in the biotech and life sciences sector with a background in finance. And I've worked with Dennis for over 20 years in medtech, and we were executives in a company that licensed a medical device to a major European corporation. The third founder of the company is Dr. Tim Kraft. He's a consultant anaesthetist and he's a practicing medic. Tim is the driving force of the company and provides the user-led innovation. Tim has himself run a medical device company for over 20 years. And he's an advocate of total intravenous anesthesia, which is shortened to TIVA, using a drug called propofol. And so our company name Somnus comes from the Roman god for sleep. Propofol is commonly used to induce unconsciousness in patients, but in about 90% of cases, the anaesthetist switches to using gaseous agents, mainly because they can monitor the gaseous drug levels in the exhaled breath of patients to ensure that they remain unconscious and unaware. They use these anesthetic gases to maintain unconsciousness, despite the fact that propofol has been shown to provide a smoother recovery with less nausea and to cause less cognitive impairment, particularly in the elderly. More recently, propofol has also been shown to provide better outcomes in some cancers. Anesthetic gases are also quite unpleasant in that, certainly for staff, they can increase the risk of miscarriage if they're not adequately scavenged from the operating theatre. And then the last point with anesthetic gases is that they're extremely potent greenhouse gases, and they're thousands of times more damaging to the environment than CO2. So to give you some idea of the sort of market size, there are 4 million general anaesthetics given every year in the UK and about 400 million globally. And the unmet need with propofol has been the ability to monitor the concentration in the patient's blood in real time. So samples can be taken, they can be sent to a laboratory and they can be measured, but by the time the result becomes available, the patient's status has moved on. So Somnus is succeeding to meet this need. We've been working with leading scientists, Professors Janice Keeley and Richard Luxton at the Institute of Biosensing Technologies at the University of the West of England in Bristol. And a novel propofol biosensor has been developed. Somnus is combining this with innovative sampling technology to enable real-time monitoring without withdrawing blood from patients. By the end of this year, we will have developed a prototype that works in the laboratory. The company has applied for an I4I Product Development Award that will see the system used in clinical studies within 3 years and on the market shortly after. To date, Somnus is the winner of the Medilink UK Southwest Outstanding Achievement of the Year Award, and we now go on to the national finals. We've also been selected for an in-depth analysis by the University of Bath MSc Practice Track course, together with a number of leading household name companies such as Rolls-Royce, Tata Steel, McLaren and BMT. With the COVID-19 pandemic, propofol stocks have been running low because of the need to sedate patients for ventilation. And sedation by constant infusion is problematic, as patients tend to receive either too much or too little, and either case leads to complications. So we see an opportunity to use our technology not only in surgery, but during patient stay in the intensive care unit. Somnus has a very strong scientific advisory board with experienced clinicians and clinical scientists, and we have a number of clinical advocates lined up to trial our system. We have regulatory experience to ensure compliance of the final product in the UK, in Europe and the US. And we see that ultimately our technology will be packaged together with comprehensive vital sign setups and patient information systems, So we believe that licensing will be a main commercial target, and consequently, I think ultimately this may lead to a trade sale, given the nature of the medical device market. But we keep our options open. In terms of the Bessemer Society, this provides an excellent forum to learn from others and to network with like-minded individuals.